Good morning, Mr. Joe.
Morning, sir.
All right, you're the first one. I've been waiting for you and your friends. How is everything?
It's good.
Everything's
It's
good.
good.
You look
Yeah.
sleepy lah. You look sleepy, huh? You
Yeah.
just okay. What
Yeah.
time did you get up?
I got up at 6:45, I
Uh,
think. But
6:45.
it's probably because 6:45, yeah, because I drank coffee yesterday very late.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because of that, I didn't get enough good sleep. I
Mm,
did get enough sleep, but not good sleep.
okay. I see. All right. Yeah, it used to. It happened to me once. Drink coffee late, and then that made me active all night and couldn't
Yeah.
sleep. That's so bad. And the morning time, okay, you felt like no energy at all, huh?
Yeah.
The taste of coffee is actually good. Coffee tastes good. Coffee is not only like you're supposed to drink only in the morning, only in the afternoon. It's not like that. Anytime coffee tastes good, but since coffee has caffeine and that make you active.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So wait for your friends for one.
Right.
Today evening, I have an appointment with around like 2 o'clock. So probably I could finish like 2 to 3. So if we start our class late, like 4 to 5:30, I'm thinking of doing that. I'm thinking of doing that, switching the time a little bit late, like 4 to 5:30 for second period. Second period. Okay. So how about breakfast? Have you eaten your breakfast
Yep. I had
yet?
bread. Bread.
Bread. Okay. You don't eat Burmese traditional food?
Yeah, we do eat that occasionally, but
Occasional.
mostly bread, just because it is easy to buy and
Yeah, easy to
easy to eat.
easy to buy and keep at home. Making Burmese snacks are tough and going out and buying. Yes, you're right. It's easy. Bread is the easiest one. The winter holiday, it's around the corner. And any plan? Have you booked up something, or have you
Now, I just
planned?
plan to stay home, study properly.
Okay, plan to stay at home and study. Yeah, that's wonderful. Because
I'm
the
uh,
holiday is only 3 days.
yeah,
Holiday
3 days.
is just only 3 days. Saturdays, Fridays,
Saturday,
Saturday,
Sunday.
Sunday, and
Yeah.
Monday. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I used to go trip a lot, especially like these holiday, but now I don't feel like going. And another one thing is I don't want to waste my money and spend like that. Mostly, okay, like this, like 3 days holiday, and mostly like I spend time at the beach, or I take my family to somewhere for relaxation. But this day I don't feel like going out.
Yeah. Everything is expensive and it's not safe
Yeah,
anywhere.
everything's expensive. We better save our money. Everything is expensive. We better save up.
Situation is not good as well.
Sure, sure. The politics is so tough.
I'm also planning to take IELTS next month,
Oh yeah,
probably.
it's good. It's good.
Is
I'll.
it uh is it okay? Is it like similar with SAT, or do I need to
No,
like
no,
learn
no. Way
very step?
different. It's not like that. It's a different. IELTS, listening, speaking, reading, writing. Reading is tough. Reading is tough, and listening is also tough as well. But it's just it's just a thing that beauty in it as well. You can self-study. You don't need a teacher. You can self-study, and for writing, I think you might need a trainer who can grade your writing. But you can learn a lot. YouTube's there.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, hello. Hello to me. Okay, to me, yeah, welcome back. Looks like you're sleepy lah. Okay. So before we start, let me ask you a question to me. Are you planning to go somewhere? The danger, any plan? You are okay, you need to unmute. Any plan to go somewhere?
No, I'll stay at home.
All right, that's better. Save your time and save your money. Better stay at home with nothing to do outside. Yango, we have only one festive. We call it the EDM. Or yeah, okay. I don't think you are into that type of music. Probably. Okay. Yeah, better spend time at home. All right. Thank you.
I only have planned to visit my relative and get pocket money.
Ah, that's a good idea. Okay, go pay visit and ask pocket money. Blah, blah. Wonderful. Right. Okay. So last week we stopped at the page number 18. No. 18 we have completed. Passage 6. 7 is going to be the new. Oh no, 7 also completed. Human body creates a lot of heat. That one.
We're at 9 now.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. All right, chapter 2. Yes, we are on chapter 2. The mean, yeah. Did you miss some lessons? Passage 7a. I did. You missed or you didn't miss? I'm not sure.
I think I missed that lesson.
Oh, okay. Chapter. So I mean, passage A and 7a.
I think
Then
there's
our
7 and 8.
7 you used. 7 you did it right.
Yes.
Yeah. So 8 I will tell you the key so that when you practice you can check that. So for 81 goes to D. Let me 81 D. 82 goes to letter A. 83 B. 84 A. 5 C. 86 A. 87 D. 88 D. 89 A. 89 A. 90 D. Okay. 91 C. 92 B. 93 also B. Okay, and harmed. Okay. So I've never seen a word we use like harm, like and harm, it's the opposite. Thank you. Today's going to be chapter 2, everyone. I want you to go there, which is on page number 28. Chapter 2 set to critical reading questions. Okay. Chapter 1, critical reading questions. And then section 2, critical reading questions 2. Let's go. Passage 9. Okay, we have quite a lot of passages, line up to 46 or 7. So before we directly jump into questions, and I will give you some time to skim the whole text or the whole theme up. Pick your pencil up and start to the end. I want you to read it. So if you can finish within 1 minute, that will be awesome. From the table at which they had been lunching, two American ladies of right but well cared for middle age moved across the lofty terrace of the Roman restaurant, leaning on its parapet, looking first at each other and then down on the outspread glories of the Palatine and the Forum with the same expression of vague but benevolent approval. Luncheon hour was long past, and the two had their end of the bus carriage to themselves. At its opposite extremity, in a few groups, the chamber lingering look at the outspread city while gathering up rifles and plentiful twigs. The last of them scattered, and the two ladies were alone on the air when high. Well, I don't see why we shouldn't just stay here, said Mrs. The lady of the high collar and angelic brow. Two darlings basket chose to push Let me do the end over. Okay, it's a kind of that remind me of a friend of mine. I met him. My parents took me when I was young to a place I've never been before. Let's say restaurant. Actually, it's not the restaurant. It's just a tea shop. And then my mom met her old friend at that shop, and she brought her son too, and we met there. And then 10 years later, and I met that guy in that place. So I kind of think like this. Okay, cool. So let's get back. Look at the questions 94. In lines 1 and 2, it definitely mentioned in lines 9, 1 and 2. The narrator used the phrase, okay, RIPE, okay, right? But look at that, right? They use the right but will cared for to describe. So this words in lines number 1 and 2, the narrator used this phrase, to describe the restaurant, or to describe the ladies at lunch, or to describe the tomato plants, or to describe the luggage. So in exam, sometimes for a smart reader, when you look at that, when you read that, you can easily pick the answer twice. But what I am giving you is like to look for the impossible choices. If you can figure it out, impossible, if you can figure it out, of course you have to pick the answer, but I don't want you to pick the answer first. I want you to pick the wrong one first, impossible choices. If you have the ability, if you can pinpoint, if you can point out the wrong choices, you are likely to get the high marks. This is what I want to say. But of course that you have to pick the right answer. But what I want you is not to pick the right answer first. Pick the wrong choices first. Only after that, you select the best out of them. So come back to line number 1 and 2. From the table, so it's a description. Can you go there? From the table at which they had been lunching. So we have a subject. At the table at which they had been lunching. So they're eating lunch between two American ladies. So two American ladies. Okay. That two American ladies refer, it means they two are eating in that restaurant. Ladies of right but well cared for middle age moved across the lofty terrace of the Roman restaurant and leaning on its parapet, look first at each other. There's each, you will notice that each other, and then down on the outspread glories of the plantain and before it, with the same expression of benevolent approval. So after you finish reading that, in here, right but well cared for to describe. this phrase, the narrator, the writer to describe the restaurant, is it possible? No. Restaurant is not possible at all. The luggage, no way. So A and D, forget them. Kill them, delete them. So now it's become too narrow for you to pick. Only B and C left. But tomato plants, are we talking about tomato plants? No. The writer is describing the ladies at lunch, that two American ladies. So if you pick B, congratulations. So that means, yeah, Mr. Pyo, you see what I mean? So of course, in exam, you are under the time frame. Okay, you are time. So no worry. Go find impossible choices first, then you can pick the best one out of it. So let's move on to 95. Questions 95. As used in line number 3. So we have a word that what we call parapet. Most nearly means. So parapet, you don't know, I don't know, but the sentence will help you. So in line number 3, check this out. Leaning on, so leaning means you touch your body. Okay, you leaning on its parapet. So second phrases look at looked first at each other, looked first at each other, and then down on the outspread glories of the Platin and the foreign. So when you read around it, terrace of the Roman restaurant and leaning on its parapet. So its parapet, what does that parapet mean? So when you look at all the answer choices, yes, 4 choices. Okay, nemesis is one word. And then denominate, it's a one word. Ziffot, oh my God, they all are super, super top vocabulary. But one thing I would like to remind you, if you want to know all these vocabulary, you need to look it up dictionary later on. But SAT, okay, after you finish taking SAT and your vocabulary level will be advanced level. So in here, nemesis is a top word. Denominate is also a tough word. Okay, Z point is also a tough word. We have never seen before. Those are so tough, but only one word is quite easy for all of us. Wait, what is it? WALL, wall. So what could that be the answer? That must be leaning to mean in them we call. But must be model. Ain't that I must be like that. So that must be the wall. See? Wonderful. 95. Successfully done. Then let's move on to 96. Okay. This time is a narrator's description of the people in line number 7 and 8 suggests that they are. So narrator's suggestion, line number 7 and 8. Let's go there. 5, 6, 7. The luncheon hour was long part, and the two had their end of the bus parrots to themselves. At its opposite extremity, a few groups, detained by a lingering look at the outspread city, were gathering up guidebooks and fumbling for chips. The last of them scattered, and the two ladies were alone on the air wedge high. So you read around that. In here, line 7 and 8 suggests that they are. So pilots, tourists, actors, and chauffeurs. So pilots, you know the pilots. Tourists, you know tourists. Actors, you know actors. But they introduce you with one word, which is chauffeurs. Chauffeur is the only word which is very, very tough. Chauffeurs mean driver actually. Chauffeurs mean special driver. VIP ကားမောင်းတဲ့သူတွေတကယ့်တထေးကြီးတွေရဲ့ကားတွေမောင်းတဲ့သူတွေကို chauffeurs လို့ Okay ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီနေရာမှာစာကြောင်း line number 7 and 8ကစာရေးဆရာဘယ်အောင်ဆိုလို့လဲ narrative description of the people narrator ကအဲ့ဒီတွေကို describe လုပ်တဲ့ပုံစံကအဲ့ဒီလူတွေကဘယ်လိုလူတွေဖြစ် Okay 7 and 8 look at 7. At its opposite extremity, a few groups detained by a lingering look at the outspread city were gathering up guidebooks. I'm a guidebooks are famous here. So the guidebooks ka batu de kai mlen. Guidebooks here pilots de kai ma. Le mu ne pilots sia ro guidebook kai ma no. That must be tourists. So the SAT ရဲ့ကောင်းခွက်က အဖြည်းဖြည်းစာကျောင်းသားတွေတော်တော်များများအဲ့ choice ကြည့်လိုက်တာနဲ့မိကုန်းကြည့်လိုက်တာနဲ့လက်ဖြန့်ပြီးတော့မိကုန်းအလှည့်လာတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အဖြေကအဲ့ဒီ test လေးမှာပဲသူကတနည်းနည်းနဲ့ပေါ်ပြတယ် hidden လောက်ထားတယ်ဆိုတာကိုဆရာတို့ပေါ်ထုတ်နိုင်လို့ဖြစ်သွားတယ် So 95 War 96 means that author described they are tourists because of the guidebooks. Guidebooks ကိုပြရတယ်ဆရာတို့အဲ့လိုမျိုးကောက်ချက်ချလို့ရ theory ရဲ့သွားမယ်ဆိုရင်တစ်လုံးကစလုံးတစ်လုံးအခက်ကိုမိတ်ဆက်ပေးထားတယ်ကျန်တဲ့သုံးလုံးကလွယ်နေဆိုတော့သိကြတယ်အဲ့ဒီခက်နေတဲ့သူပေးပြီးအဖြစ်မဟုတ်နိုင်သူကတာကြီးခက်နေတယ်ကိုရပြီးတန်းဖြစ်နေတော့အဲ့ဒီကိုရတိတဲ့ထဲရပဲဖြစ်နေဆိုတော့အဖြစ်ကိုပြန်ချကြည့် line number 7 8မှာဆရာတို့ guidebook စီမှာနေတွေ့တော့ that's how thank you very much now 97 97 it can be inferred zero inference scale it can be inferred from the passage that the scene take place so any scenes got that change my in the late afternoon early in the morning in the middle of the night at dinner time you have to think carefully so it can be inferred the passage that the scenes takes place you have to check it in the late afternoon, early in the morning, in the middle of the night, at dinner time. So, the pinpoint words people you watch on it. Impossible choices people keep it. So, impossible choice would watch on yeah, boy, zero okay, Robbie. What do you think?
A.
You chose in the late afternoon. How about the Mimiak?
I chose B. I chose A too.
Wonderful, wonderful. So the Mimiak dinner time will added it. That means wake up your prayers with Pedro. Now, okay, so at a bureau in the late afternoon. Very good. So lunchtime time, like one lunchtime of what jail of that. So the show restaurant here, yeah, my Nangan Java, Nangan Masu Puri, South outside him, Balo Beta. Breakfast 24 hours. The show Lubiga, Manasa Sara, so through the aya target here, taking kick on Time, through a boa ne type bone epitapilo. Longan queen epitapilo, through Dore aya target and Yatana. So any Pomamu Dividoma, Moinga Jacket, Manessa, Moinga Sergeant and Moinga Nasalina Yarisani, or jumps, Olupon and Sarosima, she gone, she loved breakfast car, bear page eating, aluminium. I mean, the Moinga Jeremy, Moinga, Manessa, English, don't Sara. How about you guys? You like Moinga? You do?
No.
Okay. You guys and I know the same. I am a little bit strange. Myanmar people love to eat like, the pickled tea salad, lepeto. I've never tried before. I don't like it. I don't know. Moinga is our Burmese traditional food, but I don't like it. I don't like it. But if you ask me to eat, I can eat it, but I don't like it. I'm not thinking of, I've never thought of, okay, I will go have moinga around. I've never thought of it. I don't know why. Moinga is like that. Most of my American friends, they take me to, and they love to eat moinga and lepeto, and for me, sorry, I don't like it. And then another one thing is, I'm a Rakhine, but I don't like Rakhine monkey. I'm a little bit strange to something. So, I don't want to eat what people enjoy. I just want to be a little bit different. So let's move on to the next page. 98. So I will give you time to look at on 98. 98 about extremities line number 7 months only. The word extremity most mainly means. So extremities go look at answer choices, everyone. Choice A, B, C, D. So choice A, bulwark. Do the lower academy man. Edge, EDG edge, link, and then epitome. So extremity. The word extremity most mainly means. Go to line number 7. Add. So about ED location I'm a preposition as add its opposite extremity. သူ့ရဲ့တခြားတစ်ဖက်မှာ a few groups detained by lingering look at their outspread city okay မြောက်ဖူးတဲ့ပုံစံနဲ့ဟိုငေးဒီငေး were gathering up guidebooks ကိုယူလျက် okay filming for tips ဘယ်လိုသွားမလဲဟိုမေးဒီမေးဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီစာကြောင့်ကြည့်ပြီးတော့ရုပ်ရှင်ကိုရုပ်ဆောင်ကြည့်ပါရုပ်ရှင်လိုပဲမျိုးလုံးပြပါတန်းကြည့်ပါဆိုတော့ ATF ကဆရာတို့အများကြီးထောက်ပြနေတယ်ဆို at ဘာဖြစ်မလဲ extremity
edge
what is yeah အစောတခြားတစ်ဖက် PRD ဖတ်လို့နေပြန် okay at the other side at the other edge သမီးမြက်ဆရာတို့အဲ့လိုမျိုးအလေးပေးခောက်ပြရမှာ very good ဆိုတော့99 to 106 I will give you some time 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 7နှစ်လောက်အချိန်ပေးပါဖြည်းဖြည်းလေးစဉ်းစားမယ် dictionary မှာကြည့်ပါနဲ့ All right. Is it time to check the answer? So okay, start with the 99. Mrs. Mrs. Sled has a retrospective smile. She has that type of smile. What type of smile is that? Because we have four choices. She is recalling the past, masking her umbrage, or unhappily married, and consciously optimistic. So for answer four choices we have. She has that smile. Why just that smile? Can you go find that? Okay, which line, in which paragraph, and in which line you see this phrase? That's
21.
my line number.
21.
Yeah. So Grace Ashley was always old-fashioned, she thought, and added aloud with a retrospective smile. It's a view we have both been familiar with. So the second sentence will help you. It's a view we have both been familiar with. Huh? You know what? So, which means second sentence also support for you. When we first met here, we were younger than our girls are now. You remember? So you remember that remember will also support for that. Therefore, that's my Webby. What type of smile? Recalling the bus အတိတ်ကိုပြန်လေပြောင်းပြအောက်မဲ့တတိယကိုနဲ့ပထမဆုံးတွေ့တဲ့အချိန်အဲ့မှာနောသလိုဖြစ်သွားတယ် like that you know and Phil Mr. Phil your profile I saw your girl oh she's cute where
Okay.
did you guys met where did you
At,
guys meet
at Hinda.
really wow ဟင်းတာပူစာအဲ့လေပူစာမဟုတ်သေးဘူးပူစာတော့ပူစာပဲဟင်းတာမှာတွေ့တယ်မဲဟင်းတာတွေ့တော့ तू ကပါဟင်းတာမှာမဟုတ်ဘူး Oh, you met at Hinta. Okay. So that time you guys were taking the IGCSE?
Yeah, IGCSE.
Okay. Cool. All right. She's cute. She's cute. How about the meme yet? The meme yet, Opane ba maတွေ့ရော Opane. ရတယ်ဘူးမကြောက်တူတူလေးပြော
We met in university.
Met at university. Okay. First year or second year? ဘယ်တော့တွေ့တာ
Like 3 months ago. He's 1 year older than me.
Oh, 3 weeks ago. It's not that long
I
ago.
mean 3 months. I mean 3
Oh,
months.
3 months ago. Still like not that long ago. So, all right. So since that guy is 1 year older than you, and you can be you can nag him. Okay, in Myanmar we go like say out tray, say so, like that. All right. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys are not single. You guys are not single. It doesn't mean you're married. Okay, cool. So Pyotia, how often do you meet? Every day?
Well,
24/7
we
online.
we used to see 24/7, but while we were in school, but he's now in the
The
United
US.
States. Yeah.
Since it's the US, so all right, 24/7 online. Okay. The time you wake up and the time for her to sleep, day and night, the other side of the world. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, that's why you don't want to take a break. You want to study SAT, when you get the high marks. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay, that would be the rendezvous day we call. Rendezvous is a French word. Rendezvous be like meeting together day. Make sure that the Somalia rendezvous would be beautiful. Okay, good. All right. So, how often do you guys meet? 24/7? Once a week?
We used to meet 24/7, but when school are closed, we meet like one time every 2 weeks.
Oh, once in 2 weeks. Okay, cool. It's twice a month. Okay, your parents notice that you have a boyfriend? Not yet.
I already told my mom.
Okay, mom. All right, good. Jyotia, you talk to your mom?
Yeah, everyone knows.
Oh, everyone knows, man. You know what? A friend of mine is mommy boy. Whatever he do, whatever he does, and he always report his mom. a time and I take him to the bar and we drink. He taught everything about what we do together. That was so odd. The next day I go and visit his house and his mother, oh my God, Sammy, what have you done to my son? That time when I smoked, he did it and I put him to try and he taught everything. Sammy, what have you done to my son? Okay, what? I didn't do anything wrong. Okay. Since I noticed that, okay, my friend is a mommy boy. Okay, good, thank you. So let's go back. So as the rest, okay, retrospect is fine. It's recalling the past because in the passage it did mention, not directly. See that? Good. Now, questions 100. In line 28, the narrator will use the phrase as opulent looking as Mrs. Ashley's. So as opulent looking as, so as opulent looking as Mrs. Ashley. So opulent is a tough word for you, but as good looking as Mrs. Ashley. It can be positive or negative. You think on. In line number 28, the narrator used the phrase as opulent looking as Mrs. Ashley to suggest that. So the suggestion word for this is that both ladies are well-to-do women in society. Mrs. Slade is tagging along with her wealthier friend. Their daughters are very fashionable girls, and Mrs. Slade enjoys traveling with her friend. So, impossible choice. If you can't figure it out, you have to pick one. Go till the impossible choice. Their daughters are very fashionable girls. It's nothing to do with. So, C, you delete it. So, 3 choices will be left. Both ladies are well-to-do women in society. What does well-to-do mean? Lu Gong Tan Taiwan. Well-to-do mean like just like that. It's well-to-do. So as opulent looking as Mrs. Ashley to suggest that. What is your answer choice? Their daughters are very fashionable girls. Is it not possible? Mrs. Slade is tagging along with her. Tagging along means like making friend with her wealthier friend. Or Mrs. Slade enjoys traveling with her friend. So which one's the possibility? Go find in the line number 28. As you see that. Line number 20. Okay. I will cure him of wandering. I love that. Said Mrs. Slade, stretching her hand toward a bag as opulent looking at Mrs. Ashley. Okay, singing to the head waiter. She explained that she and her friend were all lovers of roaming and would like to spend the end of the afternoon looking down on the view. That is, if it did not disturb the service. So you can look at the second line and third line sentences. Okay, remember, restaurant spending time, normal people can't spend time. Only rich people. If you watch like Titanic's movie, you will notice that rich people how they spend time at the on that like Titan's ship and restaurant, kind of thing like dance group. So because of that, what is your pick, everyone? Both ladies are well-to-do women in society. All right. So would you like to be well-to-do person? Yeah, money makes almost everything. So yes, I also want to be like that, to support my society, my people, my family, my country, like that. So if you're rich, you have to share what you have. Sharing is caring. You can't keep all those money in the bank. It's not good. You should share. Good. So now, 101. Based on her interaction with the head waiter, one could infer that Mrs. Gladys သူနဲ့ waiter နဲ့ပြောပုံဆိုပုံသွားပုံလာပုံဆက်ဆက်ပုံတွေကြည့်ပြီးတော့ဆရာတို့ဘယ်လို infer လုပ်လို့ရမလဲ Mrs. Gladys accustomed to dealing with wait staff or servants, upset by the mention of the moon, rude and domineering, a world trouble. Waiter နဲ့သူနဲ့ပြောပုံဆိုပုံကြည့်ပြီးတော့ဆရာတို့ကအဲ့ဒီအမျိုးသမီးကိုဘယ်လို infer လုပ်မလဲ world traveler လို့ပြောလို့ရမှာ It doesn't make sense at all. Rude and domineering. So အရင်ရိုင်းဆိုင်ကြမ်းထန်တဲ့ဒေါ်ကွက်ထော်အဲ့လိုမျိုးယူဆလို့ရမှာ or upset by the mention of the moon. Okay, upset by the mention of the moon. It doesn't make sense at all. So B နဲ့ D ကသွားပြီဆိုတော့ A နဲ့ C ကိုပဲစဉ်းစားပြရမှာ So what do you think? Waiter နဲ့ပြောပုံဆိုပုံတွေကြည့်ပြီးတော့ what can you say?
A.
Yeah. Now, so talking about the head waiter, bowing over her great duty and assured that the ladies were most welcome and would be still more, so if they would contents to remain for dinner. So a full moon night they would remember. So yes, accustomed to dealing with wait staff or servants. Okay, you're right. 1 or 2. Let's move on to 1 and 2. In the comparison in lines number 25 to 26, the narrator suggests them. So 25 and 26 could give you a narrator suggestion about him. Line number 25 and 26. There is that her waiter wondering. She interpolated. She was evidently far less sure of herself and of her rights in the world than Mrs. Slade. So they compared it with Jibby. So 25 and 26 with Jibby. Oh yes, I remember. So based on her intention, in the comparison of in line 25 26, the narrator suggested. So I say a suggestion of activity. A. Mrs. Ashley resents Mrs. Slade because Mrs. Slade is a younger woman. Mrs. Slade would much rather be in Rome without Mrs. Ashley. Mrs. Ashley doesn't trust the aviators around her daughter. Mrs. Slade is more gregarious and confident than Mrs. Ashley. So, comparison what is the answer for everyone?
B.
Evidently far less sure of herself. She was evidently far less sure of herself in her rights. Yes, you're right. More confident than Mrs. Angley. Mrs. Angley said to a so gregarious or confident could be. All right. Yes.အဲ့လိုမျိုးပြောဖို့ဆိုပေါ်ရစအရင်တိမ်ဝိနေသွားရဲ့တိုးတိုးတက်တက်မြန်မာလိုဆိုစိုးစိုးဆက်ဆက်တိုးတိုးတက်တက်တရေးဆက်ရေးဒီလိုပုံစံမျိုး Good. Thank you very much. Now, question 103. In line 26, everybody. The narrator suggests that Mrs. Ashley's comment was. The comments narrator suggestion of him. Comments were never meant to have been heard by Mrs. Slade. An interaction of Mrs. Slade's recollection of their past together in Rome, considered by Mrs. Slade to have been extremely rude, overheard by the tourists at the other end of the carriage. So in line number 26, the narrator suggests that this is actually a comment. Comments she was evidently less sure of herself and her rights in the world than Mrs. Slade. I would cure him of wondering, said Mrs. Slade, stretching her hand toward a bag as openly looking to. What do you think is the best answer? It's a little bit tough. So,ဒီလိုမျိုးထပ်တဲ့မိကုံဆိုဆရာတို့က impossible ကိုကြည့်ပြပါဆိုတော့ D ကိုသွားကြည့်ပြပါ overheard by the tourist at the other end of the terrace အဲ့ဒါမဖြစ်နိုင်ဘူး considered by Mrs. Slade to have been extremely rude ဒါလည်းမဟုတ်ဘူး confident rude နဲ့မတူဆိုတော့ C နဲ့ D ကမဖြစ်နိုင်ဆိုတော့နှစ်ခုပဲရှိ is it an interaction recollection of their past together in Rome အဲ့ဒါ possible ဖြစ်နိုင်တယ် never meant to have been heard by Mrs. Slade သူလည်းဖြစ်နိုင် so what do you think is the best choice?
B.
B.
You guys chose B. The answer is A. Oh yes, I remember. Mama, Miss Ashley. Oh, let me. With the same interferable spreads, there is that head waiter wondering. She interpolated. She was evidently far less than. So it means never meant to have been heard by Mrs. Slade. Okay. Oh, okay, just like that. It means line 26, narrator suggests that Ashley's comment was never meant to have been heard by Mrs. Slade. That's the answer. But most students get confused with that, and yes, choice B is not the right one. Actually, A. How about 104? in the last sentence, Mrs. Ashley reveals that she's surprised. Tu baru surprise kita le. Bahagia surprise kita lo kena nak susah. What is your answer choice, Mr. Pyo?
I chose C.
Okay, Tamim, yeah?
I chose C as well.
Yeah, emotional about their youthful adventure. Oh, emotional. Yeah, you guys should go trip. So as I mentioned, Tamim, before you came in, I used to spend most of my time with my family at like now vacation time. So a year, I took my family 3 places every year. 3 locations, 3 new places every year. But I stopped going since COVID. That COVID when it is COVID. All right, COVID because I myself I'm afraid of. So COVID ဖြစ်ပြီးတဲ့ဆရာလူတွေသေးတာကြည့်ပြီးတော့ဆရာသေမောင်လည်းအားကြောက်။ဆိုတော့သိခီးလည်းသိကြမှာသွားကြည့် Why? Because the COVID ဆရာလှုပ်ရှားရအများကြီးရှိသေးတယ်။ငငယ်ရွယ်နဲ့မှာတချို့ကြတော့ဖြစ်ရှင်ဖြစ်သွားအလိုမျိုး I trust myself ဆရာအခုထိတော့ vaccine ပွားတယ်။သူများတွေထိုးပြီးလို့ပုံပြီးကဘာမှာ COVID ကရှိတော့မရှိတော့ဒါပေမဲ့ဆရာ I haven't got vaccine yet ဆရာဖျားလည်းမဖျားဘူး the vaccine လည်းမထိုးရသေးဘူးဆရာတော့ I do take care of my health ဆရာလို့ယူဆိုင်တာဆိုတော့ခရီးသွားမှာဆရာနည်းနည်းကျွတ်အရက်လို့ပြောဆရာကျွတ်တော့ဖြစ်ပြီးသွားမှာကိုကတော့ဒီဆိုင်ပြီးနေတယ်အဲ့လိုဒီမဆိုင်တဲ့လည်းပြည့်ပြီးတော့မှတခုခုဖြစ်သွားရင်ပြောစရာကိုထိမ့်သိမ့်လာတဲ့ထိမ့်သိမ့်လာတဲ့ဟာတွေနှမျောစရာ you know okay so now I'm thinking of going there okay look at that in the passage the moonlight is used by the author as a symbol of moonlight ကိုဘာသင်္ကန်းတွေနဲ့သုံးတာ moonlight နော်ဆရာတို့မြန်မာပြည်မှာအဆိုတော်တယောက်ရှိတယ်သူကတချင်းတွေဟိုရေးဆက်တာလို့ဆိုရင်သူကတောအကြောင်းနေနဲ့သူကနာမည်ကြီးတယ်တဘာဝအကြောင်းတွေကိုသူကတော့ဟိုဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုတော့အရင်နာမည်ကြီးတဲ့စာရေးဆရာတော့သူတို့လည်းတချင်းတွေကိုရေးဖွဲ့တဲ့အခါမှာတချင်းကဘယ်လိုနေရာမှာအခြေခံချင်း romance မှာပဲအခြေသူစကားလေးများကြမ်းတဲ့ခါအဲ့လိုမျိုးဘာမို့စကားလေးကြမ်းလိုက်တာနဲ့အချစ်ကိုမှအခြေခံတယ် romance ဆိုတော့တဘာဝကိုမှအခြေခံတယ်လွန်တဲ့ချိန်ကဝမ်းနေတဲ့ချိန်လို့ဆိုဆရာတို့ကခေါင်းကြီးကိုအပေါ်မောကြည့်ပြီးတော့နာမည်ကိုကြည့်ပြီးတော့ဒီချိန်ဆိုသူအမေရိကန်မှာပီဇာစားပြီးတော့အိတ်တင်မလား so the answer choice is actually youth and romance ကိုပြောကြည့် okay moonlight ရဲ့တဲ့ youth and romance ကိုဆိုလိုချင်တာ okay နာမည်ကိုကြည့်ပြီးတော့ la 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 you know that song
Yep.
I mean, yeah, have you ever heard it? Cháu là ai số bằng chuyện? Huh? Oh my God! Talking to the moonlit.
Yeah, Bruno Mars, right?
Yeah.
Bruno Mars. Oh yeah, I love that song so much. But the shit are gone or feeling the music. The chin was yeah gone. Two my remix not on it. The chin book got two new camera. So ကာဘာသရှင်ရင်ပေါက်တဲ့ကောင်းတယ်ဆိုရင် original ချင်းကောင်းတယ်သူ့ကာဘာဆိုတာလည်းပုံမှန်တယ်ပြီးတော့ remix ကလည်းပုံမှန်တယ်ဆရာသရှင် list မှာဆိုရင်သရှင်ဘုတ်ကလည်းသုံးခုအဲ့လိုမျိုး original ချင်းရှိတယ်ကာဘာအကောင်းဆုံးရှိတယ်ပြီးတော့ remix ရှိတယ်ဆိုတော့တပုတ်ကို3မျိုးနားထောင်တယ် oh very good okay ဆရာတို့တွေမြန်မာမှာလည်းရှိတယ်ဗာလဲဟို sign ချစ်တဲ့ရတဲ့နာလားအဲ့လိုအဲ့ဒီ original ချင်းလေးကောင်းတယ်နောက်ပြန်ဆိုတဲ့အဲ့ကာဘာလည်းကောင်းတယ်remix color mine very good you know feelings very nice okay then I yell alu phona re okay sentimental ka ဆရာတို့သူ့ original meaning is sentimental စိတ်နဲ့ခံစားမှုနဲ့ပတ်သက်ဆိုတော့ as used in line 47 the word sentimental most means so sentimental က orthodox okay ignoble and a number ပြီးတော့ modern စလုံးရအကုန်ကြီးနေတယ်ဒီခေါက် line number 47ပေါ့ပြပါ47မှာသုံးထားတဲ့စာကြောင်းမှာ use in line 47 okay her friend give her a shy glance okay quick look but ကြည့်တာတော့မှရှက်ခွန်းရှက်ကနေကြည့်တဲ့ပုံစံမျိုး I never should have supposed you were sentimental အဲ့ဒီအပေါ်ရှေ့စာကြောင်းကိုဆရာတို့ပြန်ကောက် okay her friend give her a shy glance မြန်မာလိုဆိုမြန်မြင်ကြည့်ပါလားဒါတော့လက်ကလေးကိုသွားကြတဲ့မှာထည့်ပြီးတော့ပြုံးပြီးတော့အဲ့လိုမျိုးချက်တဲ့ပုံစံမျိုး okay her friend gave her a shy glance I never should have suppose. Never should suppose you are sentimental a leader. So what do you think is that? Molten. Answer choice is A. Thank you very much. So တော့ဒါပေမဲ့အားတဲ့အချိန်မှာအဲ့လိုစကလုံးတွေကိုဆရာတို့က dictionary နဲ့ကြည့်ကြပြီးဆရာတို့အများကြီးထောက်ကူပြုစေမှာပါ Okay? So now passage 10ကိုသွားကြည့် It has been clearly documented that crime levels in the United States, now America have been falling for some time. Crime rate is up. In fact, crime levels today are at their lowest level since the 1960s. Adding positive news to these statistics is that many states are heeding the call for reforms in sentencing and correction procedures. Sentences and corrections procedure. The goal of this reform is not only to keep people out of prison, but also to enhance the efficacy of the parole system. For example, by helping to provide adequate housing or employment to convicted felons. Even so, over half of inmates released will be arrested again within 3 years because of their inability to find a stable job. အခုကျပိုးတွေထောင်အောင်လုပ်လိုက်တယ်လောက်ကမရနိုင်သေးဘူးအဲ့မှာပြန်ပြီးအခုကျပိုးတွေလောက်တာပြောချင် and a place to live, the need for medical care or lack of practical education and training. It is also well known that the jail population of the United States has grown to an alarming size of 2.3 million people in some form or incarceration or detention. Globally, the United States has the highest rate of incarceration of 670 per 100,000 people. Studies have shown that one of the reasons for this dramatic increase is the war on drugs. A citizen can be arrested for the possession of many amount of illegal substances, and prison sentences for drug offenses are disproportionately long. 1 in 5 inmates in federal prison is therefore non-violent drug offense. This increase has had the direst consequences in African American community. Well, males are 6 times more males are more likely to be incarcerated than white males. This status is also true of Black women, whose incarceration rate is 4 times that of white females. Hispanics and Latino males are 2 times more likely to be incarcerated than white males. The loss of the central male figure in the household because of incarceration breaks off families and reduce income. Raising the poverty level. Children of incarcerated parents are 5 times more likely to engage in radio scheme or criminal behavior. There's also an aging prison population in this nation because people are serving more time than those in past decades. More than 160,000 people are serving life sentences with and without the possibility of parole. Another 44,000 are serving virtual life sentences where their inmate is not expected to survive to be released. Each year of a prison life sentence that begin in a person's 30s costs an average of $1 million. 17,000 prisoners are serving life sentences for non-violent crimes. It is evident that the current measures to sustainability reduce the U.S. jail population are a step in the right direction, but are not enough. Senior state officers must come together to brainstorm new solutions and put forward more reforms to decrease initial incarceration rates and reduce recidivism, lowering the overall prison population over time. Done. Take your time to complete all of it. We have a table to interpret. Take time to do that. Let's go. Guys, ready? Yo, what happened last week? I played paintball and I accidentally hurt my ankle, so I couldn't work now. I have to take a taxi wherever I go. That's so hard and so bad. So let's start with 107. Which of the following statement best support the main point of the passage? The main point of the passage for easy society as a whole would benefit by reduction in the number of incarceration in the United States. Yeah, we should reduce that. Okay. Number 108. So what does like efficacy mean? Efficacy means competence. Efficacy means competence. Hope you get that too. And then 109, excuse me. Yes. Yes. Okay. So based on the second paragraph, the author will most likely agree with which of the following statement. Author most likely agree with punishment for drug possession in the United States are so severe. American analogy might be just like that. The punishment for drug possession in the United States is too severe. American like drugs. Okay. How about Myanmar? I don't know. Myanmar like Grand Ryan. The meme, does your father smoke?
He used to, but he quit now because of his like
his lungs.
diabetes.
Oh, okay. How about does your father drink?
Yes. Also my mom.
Your mom's also drink? A little.
Yeah,
beer.
a little.
I think they like
only in ceremony.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Your family is a modern family. How about Mr. Pio? Does your father smoke and drink?
Yeah, we do both.
Okay. How about your mom? Does your mom?
No, she didn't do anything.
Oh, it's good, mom. Good, mom. Okay. All right. So you smoke? Nope.
I've tried it, but I don't like it.
You don't like the taste? Yeah. That's good. You're good boy. My father smoked, so I copied from him. I've been smoking quite a long time, and I stopped smoking 5 years ago. So now I'm super active and super healthy. One day I got sick, and then what happened? Like a thought processed in my mind: what if I die tomorrow? My daughter at that time she was only 5 years old. 5 years. Oh my God, my daughter! She's not a girl yet. Just a baby, and who would take care of my daughter? That thought processed in my mind. And then the next day, I threw all the lighter, secret, the Mobius company, it's my French company. I get free secret from them. So since that time I stopped, people got surprised. Sam, why you don't smoke? Come on. I want to live long. I want to live long. I want to support my family and I want to teach more. So I said the same thing to everyone whenever I was asked. That's good. Don't give it a try. You try, but you don't like the taste. That's good. You try, you don't like the taste, that's good. But when you like that taste, it's hard to stop. Okay, now, 110. First paragraph serves mostly to explain the failure of the U.S. judicial system. 110, 110, explain answer twice goes to A. Okay, right. 111, in paragraph 2, the word this, okay, proportionately means unreasonably. Hope you get that. Easy one. In the third paragraph, the author suggested, so that's for in the third paragraph, the author suggested, third paragraph, suggestion the increase of incarceration in America is felt most strongly by minorities. Answer choice goes to A. And the 113, in paragraph 3, the word directs most nearly mean. Directs mean most severe ပဲ most severe အရန်ပြင်းစလုံးကဆိုတော့လို့သူ့ရဲ့ theory ရလဲကွက်တိပဲ abnormal တို့ okay consultative တို့ fortuitous တို့ they are very tough 114 Author mentioned the Asian percent, okay, population minority. Follow to Asian percent in order to provide another reason for the current USJ population crisis. 114 goes to C. 115. In paragraph 4, it could be inferred that the author believes the money spent on lifelong prisoner might be better used as well. Okay, so look at the table. State ko piare. Okay, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, okay, Minnesota, Maine. So GP near that's not a right now. Okay, so incarcerated pauper to the amount of GP, moderate GP, percentage of GP. So poverty level, below national poverty level. So the make or bar made based on the table, which the full statements too. So Senate will cut you choose alone chapia. States with higher income rates have higher poverty level. Okay, higher income maker, higher poverty level. Come on, 1420, 19.9. This is the answer. Okay, so 117, which of the full statement could be inferred from the table? Table with GB Roma, outside down there. Infer measure, the inference council payment. Poverty levels is a strong indicator of higher crime rates and prison population. Do they not more counter look thing and narrow the look at answer choice will be C. Hope you get all of them. If you get all correct, thumbs up, hands up. The mean, yeah, how many mistakes?
I got 2 mistakes.
Okay, which one to me?
There's 112, 112 and 116.
Okay, 112 and 116. 112 in the paragraph opposite just then. The paragraph with the mere teacher can tell, one to the paragraph. This increase has had the direct consequences in African American community. So African American community must have around the charity of the increase in culture America is felt most strongly by minorities. So any side of Mazo side of Yatin, America, African Americans are minority group. Lumeria, Jojen. Lumeria, any side of Parakame. So science suggests down here. To Lumenia, topic, Sabata Baima, topic Nesare, May idea Nesare, Janice explanation is supporting sentence with example. So ပထမဆုံးစာကြောင်းရေးကြည့်တယ်။ဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့ဒါဖတ်တာနဲ့112ကိုသမီးသဘောပေါက်တင်တယ်။ 116မှာကြာတော့လေဘယ်စာကြောင်းကိုမှန်တယ်လဲလို့ဆိုတော့အကုန်လုံးမှန်တယ်အောင်သမီးကြည့် A ကိုကြည့်ပါ states with higher income ဆိုတော့ table ကိုကြည့်တဲ့အခါမှာဆရာတို့က higher incarcerated population ကိုကြည့်တော့ဆိုတော့ Louisiana ကအများဆုံးက1420ရှိတဲ့အခါမှာသူ့ moderate က 11.8 ရှိတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ဆရာတို့ poverty level ကျတော့ CNA level က 19.9 ပဲဆိုတော့စာကြောင်းနဲ့သူနဲ့ကိုက်ညီမှုအကြီးဆုံးကိုရှာပြ။ B ကိုကြည့်ပါ states with lower income rates have fewer prison ဆိုတော့ fewer prison လို့သူတို့ကမဖော်ပြထားဘူးဆရာတို့က Moderates account for most of the incarcerated population. Okay, poor states have more crime. No, poor states have more crime. So let me use that. Do you that? Am I correct? Let me do you like that, Mola? So I'm a maga table. What did kind of mushi the house? Let me apopia. So saying it in a Poviro crime kit is on a logic yaro and that say the coaching the account to be so young, you can be so crime kit. Louisiana incarcerated population poor okay, no problem. So I have to go out andဆရာဘက်မှာတိုင်းနေရဘလို့လောင်းလို့ဒီဆရာနှစ်ကိုသွားမှာဆိုတော့ဆရာမှီလောက်ပါတယ် okay ဆိုတော့4 5ခွဲပြန်စ okay thank you very much သမီးဆိုတော့သမီးကြောက်တွေတော့ဖြစ်နေ Mr. Q also thank you very much see you in the afternoon
see you
all right have a nice day oh no have a nice day we are still meeting